In Chapter 12 of Hector Hard Mode, Hector rendezvouses with Eliwood and his crew, who are being attacked for reasons not explained in Hector mode, so I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who I am, I don't know why I'm here. All I know is that I must kill. This is a route map with 16 enemies. The tactics rank is a trivial 1-star, but the others are a bit more difficult. I decided not to kill off my characters yet because there are simply not enough characters total to kill off in the entire game, meaning that ideally I should leave the killing until later chapters. Any tactician point savings that I can make now could also be made later, for an identical total at the end of the day. My XP rank in this chapter poses the first real challenge because with 16 enemies, I must defeat all of them, but also find a way to not gain as much XP. Further complicating issues is that for my combat rank to be 1-star, I will need to participate in at least 112 combats for a sufficiently low win rate. But by doing this, I will automatically be gaining 112 XP because any combat you participate in always grants at least 1 XP, even if you don't attack or retaliate. And since I must get less than 400 XP on this map to achieve a 1-star XP rank, the amount of XP I can get is actually quite low. Theoretically, I would want to prioritize training Hector and Eliwood because by the end of the game, they'll probably be the only ones left. But I cannot do that on this map since they'll get too much XP and ruin my rank. So instead, I have Marcus take most of the kills to steal XP and tactically waste it. Since Marcus is a promoter unit, he gains much less XP from these low-level enemies and thus sucks away all of the evil XP before it can sully my rank. I have Marcus raised to the top to defeat as many enemies as possible and prevent other characters from taking kills. I then have him tank an archer on a fort to grind combats for a 1-star combat rank. I meticulously count the XP, and I have granted Marcus 177 XP, Hector 66 XP, Eliwood 40 XP, and Sarah only 1 XP because I made a mistake and she got attacked. Eliwood gets another 33 XP from defeating the last enemy, giving me a total of 327, comfortably below the 400 XP threshold. With the XP rank settled, I must now think about the funds rank. I kept the red gem and lockpicks in Hector from the previous map because the local funds rank only cares about the difference between the value that you brought into the map versus the value that you bring out. So in other words, if you have valuable items on your person, you can throw those away to keep other items that you get later, while still maintaining the same rank. I calculate how high of a funds rank I can get away with based on my other ranks, which is 5-star survival and 1-star in everything else. Totaling up the point values, I can get away with at most a 3-star ranking in funds while still remaining below the threshold for the next overall rank. So I can profit just under 12,000 gold worth of items without obtaining additional tactician points. I use the secret book that you gain from the village for minus 8,000 funds, and then I go on a mathematical frenzy, drawing on my screen, counting each individual item, trying to math out the specific combination that I need to drop in order to dip just below the threshold, before realizing that I did my math wrong and had to start over. Finding this to be incredibly infuriating, I decided to just directly look into the game's memory to check the bit that tracks your tactician points, so I made a save state at the end of the map and used my emulator's built-in memory viewer to guess and check the value of the items I need to drop to lower my funds rank, which just ended up being both lockpicks from chapter 11, and so this drops my funds rank to 3 stars, giving me an overall rank of D, which is only worth 1 tactician point, giving me a total of 3 out of a possible 10. As the chapter finally concludes, Hector and Eliwood reunite and wonder who's pulling the strings behind the treachery they have witnessed, and shortly after they talk to the tactician, in whom Eliwood has foolishly placed his trust.